Hello, we got the operating instructions here for the 2010 Ford Fusion. We unlock it with the key fob button right there, or you can unlock it with the keypad. 5 digits will get this door unlocked, plus a 6th digit will unlock the trunk. Inside the door, there's a label here that'll tell you how much pressure to put in the front and rear tires. It'll also show you the serial number. On the door itself, you have a lock, child safety lock for the rear windows, and then you have window controls. The driver's window is automatic if you press it far enough down or pull it far enough up. The rear side mirrors, if you turn this to the left, it's a left mirror. You can back and forth, up and down, control that. And then the right mirror is over this way, up and down, back and forth. And then the center is off. Manual door locks there, automatic door locks, or electric door locks there. Also, the seat has is electric. You push this forward to move the seat forward, back to move the seat back. Front of the seat will go up or down, rear of the seat will go up or down, and the seat back will tilt forward or tilt back. This knob will change the bolster in the lumbar support. This part of the seat will come out and give you some more support in your back. Underneath the steering wheel, kind of hidden here, is a lever. You pull that lever down, the steering wheel will telescope and tilt. So you can get that set where you want. Put the lever up, it'll lock it into place. Over here are the lights. Vertical is off. The first position is the parking light, second position are the headlights, and then the last position is the auto lights, where the lights will come on at dusk. But we'll put it back to headlights, and if you pull it, you get a fog lamp. Little light here shows up. Either on headlights or on parking lights, you get the fog lamp. You can push it in, or when you turn it back to off, it'll go in by itself, and the fog lights will be off. This is the dash lights. The dashboard lights. You can turn them up or down, brighter or dimmer. There's a trunk release, and then the info setup and reset button are for the dash. I'll show you that here right now. Get the car turned on. Close the door. Buckle seatbelt so the lights go off. Now, you can see there's a tachometer, speedometer, temperature, gear selector, and fuel gauge. And it shows that the fuel door is on the left side of the car. This is a information center, and for these buttons here, if you press the info button, you can see the information changes. Miles to empty, miles per gallon. I don't know what that is. That's a timer. That's off. This is trip A, trip B. And then the reset button is for if you want to reset to 0 on trip A or B, or reset your oil life, or other reset functions. And the setup button here will change it to the different systems. So you can change the systems like the oil life, English metric, auto lamp, auto lock, auto unlock, rear park aid, turn them on and off, change the language, that kind of stuff. So we'll go back to info, get it back to miles to empty. I like that one. On the steering wheel, you have cruise control. You have to turn it on to get it to work, and then set with either of these buttons, set the speed. And then if you press the brake and you want to go back to the speed, you hit resume. And then on the stock, there is, of course, the turn signal, left and right. And then they'll turn the lights on, and you can go bright lights there if you push it. If you pull it, it comes off. And you pull it temporarily, and it'll flash the bright lights. And the windshield wipers will be intermittent here. This will be constant on, and then full speed. And then if you just push the stock, it'll give you a wipe. So, and then the washers will work if you push it. So the washers or working the windshield. Okay, so over here is the volume control for the speakers, the control for what track you're on. If you want to talk to the car, it'll listen to you, and then answering your phone is with that button. Over here you have information here. It'll tell you the temperature the cabin's set at, the fan speed right now is 1 bar, the direction of the car is southeast. These 6 circles are for a 6 CD changer, and then time, and then outdoor temperature. This is a CD changer. You can load your CDs in here, and then these are the controls for the CDs. The clock is also controlled with this, where you can get the clock in set mode and then punch in your time. Down here is the controls for the entertainment center. They're pretty self-explanatory, volume and other buttons. I explained these are inputs: AM, FM, CD, aux, Sirius. The auxiliary input is inside the console. This is a climate control, so you can change the number on the dash however warm you want it in the car. You can also change if you want it from the windshield floor to just the windshield, to just the dash, to the dash floor, or just the floor. This button will change the fan speed. The bars will go up, the fan speed will go up. This button will change the fan speed down. The bars will go down and the fan speed will go down. The center button is turn the fan completely off or turn it back on. And then auto button, see we're on the feet now, you push the auto button, it'll select its own distribution of air in the cabin on auto. And then there's also a rear defogger. So if you have the rear window, you want to defog it, it's there. And also you have a passenger temperature. So now the passenger has control of their own temperature. So turn that on and off. Let me turn the fan off right now. And down here is traction control off. Focus. Traction control off. You press that and you have the dash say traction control off. And we'll turn it back on. It should be on. And then this is the ambient lighting in the cabin. I don't know what that does. I have to wait till the dark to find that out. And then a 12-volt power supply is there. The shifter knob is here. And on the side is a downhill control. So if you're going downhill and you don't want to use up your brakes, you press that and it turns your downhill control on by virtue of a button, a little light on the dash showing you're in downhill control. So it'll help you go downhill without going too fast. And of course the brake, hand brake, you press that button to release it. But when you put the hand brake on, it'll show you on the dash that your brake is on. So you want to leave that off while you're driving. And in the console, there is input buttons, 3.5 millimeter USB and 12 volt. On the dash up here is a compartment just to store stuff. This mirror has some sensors on it. It's an auto dimming mirror. Up here is the light for the driver and one for the passenger, and a switch to open the sunroof, and then another compartment for sunglasses up here. And that is everything. I want to talk about the brakes. The brake pedal is right next to the gas. So this is the gas. This is the brakes. And when you put your foot on the brakes, it's possible to put your foot on the brake, but not far enough so that when you press down the brake, you can hit the gas and the brake at the same time. So be careful with that. Keep your foot off the gas when you want to brake. And that's it. Thanks. I also wanted to mention the trunk. Let me open it and just take a look inside. The only thing to notice in here, besides all the space, is that there's a little lever here to pull up the floor, and under here is the spare tire. And the instructions for this changing the tire are right there, and then over here are all the tools tucked away in this little pocket for changing the tire. So that's about it for the trunk. Finally, I wanted to show you under the hood. Right here is the hood release. We just come up to the front and we put our hand under here, feel for the lever. Right there is a lever, and you can lift the hood up. Once you get the hood up, you look for the prop rod. You pick the prop rod up, you stick it in the hole that it's made for, and then we take a look under here. This is the oil level check, dipstick, oil fill cap, 5W20 oil. This is the coolant, which is under pressure. You gotta be careful taking that cap off. And then the windshield washer fluid. The battery, positive, is underneath this boot. This comes up. All right. And then the negative over there, the brake fluid is there. And that's about it under the hood. Everything else looks good. Thanks.